Today, I'm getting vaccinated for COVID-19. Welcome back everyone, my name's Paul. Today's video is going to be slightly different because I don't think I'm doing something that we do every single day. As a healthcare worker in the NHS here in the UK, I've been given an appointment for one of the vaccines. I'm really surprised this is happening so quickly. I thought it was going to take a couple of weeks before healthcare workers even got an appointment. But a dose has been made available to me today, so I'm going to go get it. I had coronavirus earlier in the year. I even made a video while I had coronavirus, which was weird. And I'm going to be honest with you now, coronavirus really messed me up. It took me months to get back my sense of smell, and it's not really still there. And my body just does not work in the same way anymore. I'm in and out of the doctors all the time. He said it's this long COVID thing. I don't know. But since I've had it, I've felt pretty nasty. And because I'm still in contact with lots and lots of patients, and I've got family who are at high risk and all that sort of stuff, I thought that I'd better get my vaccine done at the first possible opportunity. And I've got an hour's drive now to get to the hospital where I'm going to go get it. So I better make a move. So I've just arrived, just waiting because I've got here a bit early. So I might take this time to just have a chat about the actual vaccines. Because if I'm honest, I've done a bit of research over the past few days since I learned I was going to get the vaccine. And it's a little nerve-wracking. Because today I'm going to be getting the famous Pfizer mRNA vaccine. Now there's a couple of types of vaccines, but the two main ones that are out there at the moment are the mRNA vaccine and the Johnson & Johnson adrenovector vaccine, or adrenovector vaccine, or adrenoviral vaccine. Adrenovector vaccines are the famous ones that have been out there for 30 odd years. These are the ones that have cured measles and polio, that sort of thing. But the mRNA vaccine by Pfizer is a brand new one. Like, they've never created one like this before, ever. And arguably the testing has been run through very, very quickly. I mean, it doesn't seem like they've rushed it through that quickly. I mean, they've tested it on 40, 60,000 people, all with a 95% efficacy, which is absolutely incredible. But this is a brand new technology. It's totally different. We don't know how good the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is going to be yet. Normally, a vaccine only has about a 60% efficacy. The Johnson & Johnson is going to be the traditional type of vaccine where they shove a little bit of it into your body and then they try and get your body to respond to what's going on in there. So if a little bit of the virus goes into your body, hopefully your body will respond to that and then know how to kill it in the future. The mRNA vaccine is very different. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to send a letter to your cells and tell them to start printing antibodies in a certain way. It's kind of like thinking of parts of the cell being a little 3D printer. And then the vaccine is going in and providing new instructions for these little 3D printers to create it. That's how I see it anyway. But it's kind of different and very new. And it's very scary that they're going to start playing with actual genetics in these things. That's what most people's worries about. Sorry, just looking out for Bill Gates. But the truth is, I work for the NHS and I want to be part of this, and I want to protect some of the people that I go to. I also want to protect members of my family who might be at risk of catching the disease. A lot of people at work are still very worried about this vaccine. They've been given the opportunity, like me, to get in on this vaccine early, and they've chosen not to. I guess they're just waiting to see how people like me react to it. I think I would be a little bit more comfortable if I had the Johnson & Johnson one, but I'm happy to go for this one as well. What's most important about the markets and the stocks is I don't think this has really affected Pfizer's price too much. Initially, the Pfizer price went up massively, but it's come back down to a pretty standard price now. I don't know what's happened with Moderna, but I've heard it's been very good for Moderna because we've kind of proven that an mRNA vaccine does work. And that's what Moderna has been solely focused around. You also might see some heavy moves in ARK Invest's genomic ETF, because a lot of the stocks in that ETF are focused around mRNA and CRISPR editing. Personally, I'm with Johnson & Johnson. Nothing's really happened with Johnson & Johnson yet, but I'm actually kind of interested in buying a little bit more, even though Johnson & Johnson is quite expensive right now. It's a company that's always going to do well, paying out a great dividend. But I think in January or February, when it releases its vaccine, it's going to be more of a traditional vaccine that we're used to. I think a lot more people are going to like that vaccine. However, vaccines aren't good business. It's not good business to cure diseases. And that's why I don't think a lot of these companies are going to profit massively off these vaccines. Governments have done most of the spending and most of the work, and that's how we've ended up at this point. So I don't think investing in Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson just because of this vaccine is a very good idea. I suppose it would be a good study in here if you guys left a note in the comments to tell me if you would be happy getting this vaccine or not, or if you'd be more happy getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine over the Pfizer vaccine, for whatever reason. So I did have another clip there of me saying bye and another joke about me going to die and that sort of stuff, but the camera didn't work. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, you've got to let me off for stuff like this. And I wasn't going to go in and carry my camera around a hospital, so I did get a bit of mobile phone footage which allowed me to shoot inside. There are 3 consent forms you've got to fill in. They're taking this very, very seriously. And the bottles of vaccine that the nurses have are signed out to them personally. They're being extra cautious around this vaccine. But I did manage to get the juicy shot that we were all looking for of the vaccine going in. Woo!
And that's it, it's done.
Lovely.
I'll just pop your plaster on there, you can take that off.
Thank you. Back. Oh, so I'm done. I am fully vaccinated, and it's been about 15-20 minutes now and I'm not dead, so quite happy. Arm is very, very sore. Now for the hour-long drive home, and I'll get back in the studio.
To really analyze someone's life in a way that they would not analyze on their own.
It's a great way to think about it. You wrote a post in November about the big lessons from history, and I kind of want to ask you what lessons we can take away from this year.
So here I am back now. It's been a couple of hours since I had the vaccine. I don't feel any different. I'm wondering who I can go out and lick now. I may one day turn into a violent mud monster or something. I don't know. Or maybe Bill Gates is watching me from somewhere and I just don't know it. But I feel really grateful that I've now got the opportunity to protect some patients, protect my own family. And I hope one day we can get out of this pandemic, out of these lockdowns, and start living a normal life again. Maybe every day I won't have to go and stick stuff up my nose all the time and do my own home laboratory tests anymore. And I can start going to things like soft play with my kid and stuff. What is so important to stress though is that these new vaccines are absolutely groundbreaking. They are totally new and unproven technology. It's absolutely amazing engineering, and I'm so grateful to all of the scientists and everything that have worked on them. Hopefully soon the world's going to be a better place and value stocks are going to start making some money again. Thank you very much for watching, guys. The investment app that I use is called Trading 212. If you wanted to get into investing, you can sign up through a link in the description below. If you sign up through that link, you can get a free share, which is worth up to £100. Also, check out the Discord. We now have 2,000 members in that Discord. Absolutely crazy. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and invest.